Famcast Media, bitch.
Good afternoon, everybody. I know I have not seen you guys in quite a while. Been away for a little bit, mostly because of, as you can see, PC repairs. And, well, I've done a lot of remodeling in my studio. Plus, I got the new webcam, as you can clearly see. My field of view is a lot better than the other webcam that I had, which only was, I think, 80 degrees, and this one is, I think, 100, so you can see a lot more of me, you can see a lot more of, the studio, you can see my Rihanna posters up on the ceiling. But I didn't come to talk about that. I came to talk about a number of different things. Well, as you probably already know, there was the Ice Cube thing, and then you have Otep Shamaya, and the things that she posted on Twitter. Now, for those that don't know who Otep Shamaya is, she had a band. I used to listen to her back when I was, an emo teen. Not so much now, but basically she did a lot of, I guess you can say, new metal. A little bit of rap metal. Lately, she's been posting a lot of things, especially on Twitter, with this one specific hashtag, and I want to speak about it. The tag that she seems to be posting quite a lot. Vote Blue, down ballot. Now, if you've seen my interview that I did with Aria de Mezzo, the high priest of the Reformed Satanic Church, she explains in great detail why you should not just vote for one candidate down ballot. Basically, if you guys don't have the time, I'm going to pretty much summarize it. Now, Aria de Mezzo, not only is she, a satanic priestess, but she's an anarcho-libertarian, and also she's openly transgender. Now, she ran in a district unopposed for the Republican Party, and all of the Republicans voted her in without knowing a damn thing about her. They didn't know. Now, if you know anything about, conservative Republicans, doesn't matter what state you're in, a lot of them are, not completely on board with trans rights. Republicans are typically more, Christian, especially evangelical, and they voted her in, like, she won in a landslide, unopposed too. 4,000 people voted for her. And the reason why is because they just voted red down ballot. Vote all the down ballot Republicans. Call them Republican. Vote, submit it. Didn't even bother, researching the candidates that they were voting for. But that's not what I came to talk about. Now, the problem that I have with this whole idea of voting blue down ballot is more of the fact that we honestly don't know who the fuck we're voting for. Now, for those that are, following what's going on in the country, election day is literally right around the corner, like in less than a week. And like many people in this country, I am an undecided voter. However, I know for a fact that, it's going to be bad because one of the two major parties is going to win, and that's going to suck either way. Now, a lot of people on my friends list have been telling me, Kwame, just vote for Biden, vote for Biden. Biden's going to make things a lot better for the community. You don't like Trump, so why don't you just vote for Biden? Or hold your nose, settle for Biden, do all this. And then some other idiot came to me and was like, Kwame, how can you call yourself, a Satanist and an ally to the trans community if you don't vote for Biden and Harris? And then I went to bring up, all of, Biden's history, Biden's voting record, Kamala Harris's prosecuting record. And I'm like, I can't get behind this because this is against my principles. And like all the other triggered snowflakes, they just hit the block button, don't even respond, or I should say they do respond, they just like talk shit and then hide behind the block button so that you can't see exactly what they're fucking posting, because they think they're so fucking smart and they're nothing more than a bunch of punk bitches. But I just want to explain this to everybody, whether it be Otep, whether it be these stupid idiots on the internet. Alright? Nobody is entitled to the black vote. Black people are not a monolith, alright? We have minds of our own, we make our own decisions. Not everybody is on board with the Democratic Party. Not everybody is on board with the fucking Republican Party, alright? My thing about the whole two-party system is this. The Democratic Party only cares about black votes once every 4 years. And after those 4 years are up, and if they do decide to get in office, they don't do jack shit. We had a black president, President Barack Obama, for 8 fucking years. 8 years. And what the hell has happened? Not a damn thing. Hasn't done a damn thing for, the working class, hasn't done a damn thing for the black community. And the thing is, a lot of people, blindly went along with it. I was one of those fools that was like, alright, well, I didn't vote for him the first time because I was too young at the time. And basically, my whole idea was, alright, well, maybe he did 4 years wasn't long enough for him, to help the community. So, my dumbass went into the voting booth in 2012 and casted my vote for Obama. And, once again, completely let down. Now, people always want to say, Obama didn't have any, political scandals. Oh, 8 years, no scandals, 8 years this, 8 years of success. But Obama had a ton of scandals, so many that it would take me forever to name. But I could literally go on for hours about all the scandals that happened during the Obama administration. Whether it be the NSA spying, whether it be the drone strikes, whether it be the fact that he didn't shut down Guantanamo Bay, whether it be the fact that, he could have passed a public option, but instead he passed Obamacare, which is actually, really, what was it? Newt Gingrich care, because apparently the Obamacare was written by Republicans. Newt Gingrich supported it. Chuck Grassley supported it. Fucking Mitt Romney. We all remember Mitt Romney. He supported Obamacare. Well, this was before it was called Obamacare. It was basically the same fucking system that Republicans supported. And he implemented that. Now, don't get me wrong. Obamacare might have helped a few people, but it doesn't really help, poor people. It might have helped people that had pre-existing conditions. It might have helped people like me at the time. I wasn't 26, so I needed to be on my mother's health insurance. Alright, and then, after this whole pandemic, then I turned 26 during the pandemic, so I would have been screwed either way, and now I don't have health insurance. Obamacare doesn't do shit for me. Matter of fact, I went on the healthcare website. That shit is too expensive. I can't afford that shit. And what's even worse is the fact that there's the individual mandate. So that means you have to buy health insurance or else they're going to, tax you more. You're going to have to pay like a tax penalty or some shit. And the tax penalty doubles every year that you don't have health insurance. So, fuck Obama for that. He screwed me over. And what really gets me about a lot of these Democrats is the fact they think that once Joe Biden is elected, that all of their problems are going to go away. They think, oh, well, the police are just going to stop shooting black people, things are going to go back to normal, the pandemic is going to be over. It's not going to fucking be like that. I mean, these people look at the world through rose-tinted glasses and think, oh, well, yes, the Democrats good, Republican bad. Every politician has a record. You gotta look into it. Now, there is this video that I've seen. It's been floating around the internet these past, 2 or 3 days, and it's these 3 black women who are also in the same boat that I'm in. Undecided. They don't know who to vote. They know they don't want Trump, but they're not crazy excited about Biden either. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna play a clip just so you guys can know exactly what I'm talking about.
What are you looking for? What do you need to hear?
Let's start at the crime bill and the fact that he has not only not apologized, Not only
Joe
not,
Biden.
he is not only not rectified. Every time he reverts back to, well, it was the Black Caucus members in the church, but they were with it too. Okay, you fooled them as well.
You know, you never said I'm sorry. You know, it's like I didn't do it.
I want to hear an ironclad plan. I don't want to hear if this or if that or after the election.
Does the presence of Kamala Harris on the Democratic ticket sway you at all?
Not at all. I don't know who said she had our vote. She does not. We were supposed to grab onto Kamala with the black girl magic, but that didn't happen because she didn't right her wrongs.
Like, I hold officials accountable. I don't care what color you are. And I think that too often we automatically think that because someone looks like you, that they're going to have your best interests at heart. And that's just not simply true.
Now, we all saw the clip of the black women, but it's also black men who feel the exact same way. And I'm going to show you this clip.
Now, here's a relevant fact. According to Pew Research Center, only 54% of eligible black men voted in 2016. And when it comes to identifying as Democrats, black men are less likely to do so than black women, 77% to 87%. Nicole Killian spoke with one group of black men to see where they stand.
These men don't take their fitness or voice for granted.
We're building health and wellness. We're also building brotherhood.
Each week, Demetrius Short leads runners through the streets of Nashville. But it's the race for president that has this intergenerational group going the extra mile.
And tonight is about voting and inspiring them to get out and vote.
Black men have increasingly become a coveted target of both campaigns in the run-up to Election Day.
Show up, show out, and vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Joe Biden's policies destroyed millions of black lives.
President Trump and former Vice President Biden defended their records on race during Thursday night's debate.
Nobody has done more for the black community than Donald Trump. Criminal justice reform, prison reform, opportunity zones.
We have to provide for economic opportunity, better education, better health care, better access to schooling, better access to opportunity to borrow money to start businesses.
Both campaigns have unveiled specific plans appealing to the estimated 30 million eligible African American voters. 13% of black male voters supported President Trump in 2016, more than 3 times the rate of black women. Harold Rucker, a retired Marine, said he didn't vote for Trump or Hillary Clinton during the last presidential election.
I pretty much voted for the Libertarian. I couldn't see either one of those two.
Miles Harris is a senior at Fisk University and says he sometimes feels ignored by politicians.
I don't feel like anybody has really just came out and took an extremely strong position to not only protect African Americans, but to progress African Americans.
Stumping for Biden in Philadelphia this week, former President Barack Obama made an appeal to black men.
What I've consistently tried to communicate during this year is, particularly when I'm talking to young brothers, is to acknowledge to them that government and voting alone isn't going to change everything.
I know you guys say that you talk about voting and the importance of voting, but there are a lot of black men who don't.
And that's why we're here tonight having this tough conversation to encourage each other that there's power with the pen and nothing's going to change if we all take a back seat.
Now, I know these are just 2 examples, but the reality is a lot of black people, I mean, you might not be able to tell if you use the internet because, you know, people can make fake profiles and whatnot, because I've dealt with all sorts of people like that. But if you actually go out and speak to people, a lot of people aren't too crazy about Biden or Trump. They feel that the 2-party duopoly has basically screwed over and taken advantage of everyone in the black community. Now, like I said early in the video, the Democratic Party only cares about black people once every 4 years. Now, to elaborate on that, just look at the way they ran the 2020 campaign, especially the Elizabeth Warren campaign. Alright? They literally, and I kid you not when I say this, set up a fake barbershop to try and get black people to support them. Matter of fact, I got a few pictures of it. Alright, you got this guy that's sitting in the chair right now. Alright, the chair is literally sitting right in the middle of the floor. Alright, now what barbershop looks like this? And you have the guy sitting in the chair doesn't even have any hair. So like, how are you giving this guy a fucking haircut if he doesn't have any fucking hair? And then you got this other guy standing right beside him, you know, in a shirt and tie, all right, and you can see there's no mirrors around. There's like no sinks. Like, what kind of a I mean, is this the best they can do? Set up a fake fucking barbershop to make it seem like you have black supporters? I mean, the thing with Sanders is at least Sanders actually released policy that, you know, that he does support the black community, that black people can actually line up behind. Whether it be ending the wars, whether it be infrastructure, whether it be, you know, signing these ruthless trade deals that ship jobs overseas instead of here in the United States, whether it be, you know, ending the war on drugs that disproportionately targets African Americans. But, you know, the Democratic Party doesn't want to get behind that. No, they'd rather just pander. They'd rather just, you know, put black faces in the front. They'd rather do what Joe Biden did and release cringy rap videos of black people rapping about what Joe Biden is going to support, which we all know is a fucking lie. He's going to do the exact same shit that Obama did. Say, oh, well, the Republicans are stopping me from this. And even, I guarantee, even if there is a Democratic majority in the House or the Senate, the same fucking shit is going to happen. He's not going to do anything. He said if Medicare for All passed the House and the Senate and landed on his desk, he would veto it. You see, Biden does, we all know the reason why Biden is winning right now. It's not because of the black vote. He's winning because he's pandering to all the suburbanites and all those fucking Karens that you see harassing black people all over the fucking country. Those are the people that are lining up behind Biden. Because some of those people, you know, they voted for Trump in 2016. They're like, you know what? This isn't what I want. I want out. I'm just going to vote for Biden. These same fucking Karens that voted for Trump are the same Karens that Biden is reaching out to. That Biden is relying on, you know, to boost his numbers up. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. I mean, from the way the polls look, Biden is in the lead. But, you know, that could all be a farce. You know, maybe, I mean, because the same thing happened back in 2016. They said that Clinton was in the lead. And we all know what happened. Trump. So who knows? This might be another scenario where maybe he might get the popular vote and then Trump will get the electoral vote because Trump will win more states. But we don't really know I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to play this all by ear because the way I see it in my position, we're screwed either way. If Trump gets in, that's bad. If Biden gets in, that's just as bad. Nothing is going to fucking change. We're still going to have troops in the Middle East. We're still going to be bombing Pakistan, Yemen, and Somalia. So really, what's the point? And why do you think so many people are just so, you know, turned off when it comes to voting? They're like, you know what, fuck, it doesn't matter. The politicians don't care about me anyway. I'm just going to fucking stay home. So what reason do I have to go out there and vote? What fucking reason? What, because you don't want, you don't want Trump to get in? Oh, you don't want Biden to get in? I don't want either of them. I don't fucking care. Like I said, I like the third party choices, but the sad reality is that not too many people are going to vote third party. Didn't happen, you know, in 2016. I don't really think it's going to happen in 2020 either. So we're really fucking screwed, and there's really nothing that I or anyone else can fucking do about this. Now, what people keep sending me, and I've been getting this a lot on Twitter and a lot on Facebook, they say, if you really care about people in XXX community, you wouldn't vote for someone that's going to hurt them. So I don't know what I'm guessing. I'm seeing a lot of, you know, LGBT pages sharing this. I'm seeing a lot of, you know, Black Pride pages, you know, sharing this. And I'm like, I'm guessing that they're alluding that the person that's going to hurt them is Trump. Well, newsflash, ding, 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 ding. Biden's also going to hurt you too. I mean, look at Kamala Harris and her prosecuting record. She refused to prosecute Steve Mnuchin. Now, if you guys don't know who Steve Mnuchin is, he's currently our Treasury Secretary. And he was also I'm not sure exactly what his position was, but he was he worked for this company called One West Bank, and he illegally foreclosed on black families, kicked them out of their home over pay discrepancies. And it wasn't even like major pay discrepancy. He literally kicked an elderly woman out of her house over a 27-cent pay discrepancy. 27 cents. A quarter and 2 pennies. And he foreclosed on that elderly woman. Now, everybody in California knew, they were like, hey, Kamala, you gotta prosecute this guy. What he's doing is illegal. What did Kamala do? Didn't do a damn fucking thing. She prosecutes you. If you smoke a weed, you go to jail. Especially if you're a black person. You're rich? You could... Psst. Quiet. I'll take a bribe from you. You don't have to go to jail. She's in the pocket of Wall Street. She's basically a black Hillary, and I say black in quotation marks, because she's... I hate to be the gatekeeper, but I really hate it when all these political pages and all these other idiots on the internet want to say, you don't like Kamala Harris because she's black, or Kamala Harris has that black girl magic, and this and that and the other. Kamala Harris isn't down with the black cause. She doesn't give a fuck about black people. She doesn't. What the hell has Kamala Harris done for black people? She wants to masquerade in it, but she has no care in the world. All she cares about is the mighty dollar bill. And it's the same thing with every other black celebrity out there. It's all a big fat club, and you're not invited to it. Because once the money and the cash starts rolling in, you become one of them now. I don't care about my own people anymore. And apparently, like, her family's from, like, India or something like that, so... Who knows? I don't even know what the whole story is. I mean, I know apparently she's Jamaican, and then they say she's Indian. There's all sorts of shit that's going on. I don't pay attention to that because it has absolutely nothing to do with policy. That's what I'm mainly concerned about, is her policy. What the fuck she's going to do. And from what her record looks like, she's not going to do jack shit except be the same old status quo politician. Now let me bring up Ice Cube for a sec, because I've been seeing this a lot on Facebook. All these Karens are... And I mean it. It's not really a lot of black people that are sharing this Ice Cube thing and complaining about it and making memes about it, but it's mostly these Karens, and they're sharing articles about Ice Cube saying, he's a MAGA sellout. He hates black people. I've seen, oddly enough, people posting emojis and pictures of raccoons, and they're claiming, Ice Cube endorsed Donald Trump. Ice Cube did not endorse Donald Trump. You see, if you guys actually read the fucking article instead of reading the headline, you would know. Ice Cube released this thing called the Contract with Black America, CWBA. Alright, and he reached out to both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. You know what the Democratic Party said to him? The Democratic Party said, you know what? I'm not going to read your contract with Black America until after the election. So what? Are the needs of black people not important enough for you until after a fucking election? So you only care, like I said before, and this is another example of it. They only care about black people once every 4 years. And you know what? When you want to know what the Republican Party did, well, I don't know if this was the Trump administration or other, Republicans. But they said, you know what? We're going to adjust our schedule, work around your schedule, and try to, read this contract with Black America and see what we can do. And you're mad at Ice Cube for that? That's Ice Cube? It's Ice Cube's fault that the Democratic Party ignored him? How? And you're calling him a MAGA chud, and you're calling him a MAGA sellout, and you're posting raccoons under his image? Why? Why? The reason why people are mad at Ice Cube is because he had the balls to say, you know what? Fuck the status quo. I'm looking out for my own people. He's the one that said, you know what? I'm not going to fall in line. I'm going to do what's best for my people. Doesn't matter who I reached out to, whether it be the Democrats, the Republicans, whoever. I'm gonna try and at least do something. But because the Republican Party is the one that responds to Ice Cube first, now Ice Cube is the MAGA guy. I swear, this is the problem with mainstream media and all these fucking Karens and moderates and whoever the fuck these people are. I mean, this is exactly what Dr. King warned everyone about. What's worse than, you know, these blatant racists and these KKK members and all that other shit, fascists or whoever the fuck you want to call these people, what's worse than them are the moderates. And I will say, and I agree with that, because the moderates are sneaky. What they see, they're not blatant with their racism. They wrap it up in some, like, this politically correct foil, and they want to bring up Dr. King's legacy when it comes to, you know, oh, Dr. King was not violent, and Dr. King was this, and they want to share certain quotes from King. They want to show you certain sides of Dr. Martin Luther King, but they won't show you everything about Dr. Martin Luther King. They always like throwing his name up whenever it benefits their agenda and their ideology. I'm sick and tired of people thinking that they're entitled to the black vote. The Democratic Party is not entitled to the black vote. It's not entitled to my vote. I'm an individual. I have my own ideas and principles. And if your ideology does not align with mine or even close to mine, then I'm not going to do it. I'm not voting for you. I'm not going to give you a vote that you haven't fucking earned. And to bring up another historical figure, this is exactly what Malcolm X said in his ballot or bullet speech. I think it's still available if you want to read it online or listen to it. I think, is there a recording of it? I think there might be a recording of it. Either way, listen to the ballot or bullet speech. And you'll understand why so many black folks are turned off from both Biden and Trump. Neither of these political parties care about black people. And you know what? I personally think that, who said this? Was this P. Diddy? I think it was P. Diddy. I'm going to look this up. Now, I think it was P. Diddy who said this. But P. Diddy is planning on starting a new political party. Specifically for, you know, black Americans. Now, I like I said, I'm not like some sort of racialist that's obsessed about race and all that other shit, but the way that I see it, since none of the major parties care about, you know, the needs of black people, there definitely needs to be a new political party that does look out for our own best interests. Because the Democrats surely aren't doing it, and the Republicans aren't doing it either. Don't try to vote shame me because I won't support your candidate. If Joe Biden is really that good, then you give me a good fucking reason why I should support Joe Biden. If Donald Trump is that good, then you give me a good fucking reason why I should support Donald Trump. But don't try to vote shame me and make it seem like, oh, well, Kwame, you're homophobic, or Kwame, you hate black people because I won't support the candidate that you want me to vote for. Your candidate isn't going to do jack shit for people in my position, for my people, for the people that I care about, for my family, for my friends. Try and vote shame me. Who the fuck are you to try and vote shame me? I just had enough. I'm like so sick. I mean, I'm all stressed out. I mean, this pandemic plus the economic depression plus, you know, all of my favorite businesses closing down. Some of these are black-owned businesses too. Other minority-owned businesses, whether it be Hispanic-owned, Arab-owned, I don't give a fuck who owns it. All right, these are small businesses. The Democratic and Republican Party voted to bail out corporations during this fucking pandemic. Didn't do jack shit for the small businessman. Didn't do jack shit for the common man. What did we get? $1,200. Wow! $1,200! That's fucking amazing! $1,200! Look, election day is just around the corner, and at this point, I don't know if I should go downtown and drop it in the ballot box or dump it in the shredder. Cause like right now, I'm just really undecided. Do I want Trump to win? No. Do I want Biden to win? No. But neither of them have given me any good reason to support either one of them. So, what the fuck am I going to do? I think this is going to be like the first election that I'd be sitting out on. Who knows? I mean, they still got a few days left to give me a compelling argument. Policy-wise, not pandering, not cringy rap videos, not campaign ads where, you know, interview the black construction worker or the black veteran. Policy. Give me policy. But they're not going to give you policy. But who knows? Maybe one of them will have a change of heart. Maybe Kamala Harris will apologize for, you know, being such a corrupt prosecutor. Maybe Mike Pence will apologize for being a religious scumbag. Who knows? I guess the point I'm trying to make is that no one is entitled to the black vote. Black people in this country have a mind of their own. We're all individuals. We're not a monolith. So don't think that because you have a certain letter in front of your name, whether it be a D or an R, that you're entitled to our vote. We have ears, we have mouths. We can listen, we can speak. The problem is you guys aren't listening to us, and the problem is you're not speaking on our behalf. You're not saying the right fucking things, and you're not doing the right fucking things. So if you really want that black vote that badly, whether it be the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, then you have to get out and fucking earn that shit. Enact policy that will help black people if you want the black vote. Because if you're just going to do the same old shit, then, you know, more people are going to stay home. But then again, maybe that's the plan. Maybe the plan is just to get everyone to stay home. But who knows? That's all I have to say. I'm, like, really done with this. Tired of all the Ice Cube. That's another thing about the Ice Cube thing. I forgot to mention this earlier. Isn't it funny how everyone got mad at Ice Cube for, you know, not endorsing Trump, but, you know, working with Republicans. But nobody had a damn thing to say about fucking Beyonce, who worked with the same person who called black people super predators, who signed the crime bill and all that other shit. But yet they're mad at Ice Cube. I guess there is, well, I mean, I hate to sound like an SJW, but I guess light skin privilege really is a fucking thing now, isn't it? We're really fucking screwed. Alright, I'm about to end it right here. Sorry about talking your ear off. I'm gonna get back to reviewing. Thank God I got the day off today. Alright, you guys stay safe, stay metal, wear a mask, hail Satan, and I'll see you guys later.